After spending 3 decades behind bars, a Missouri woman is now free. On his final day in office, Governor Eric Greitens commuted the life sentence of the 75-year-old woman. Investigative reporter Chris Nagus is speaking with her for the first time.
It's a blessing to be free.
Strolling down a sidewalk 4 hours southwest of St. Louis, Verdia Miller takes nothing for granted.
I love the trees, looking at the birds, looking at the flowers.
A couple days before her 76th birthday, freedom feels surreal. She's been in prison since the beginning of Ronald Reagan's first term as president.
36 years, 4 months, and 1 day.
She was convicted of murder. She did not pull the trigger, but she was present when a man named Larry Dean Smitty was shot to death in 1978. For years, the Community Coalition for Clemency petitioned for her release.
There's one of our clemency petitions for Verdia Miller, who's 75 years old.
At SLU Law School, John Ammon was one of her biggest advocates. He and others pled her case to the state's highest office. Then, on his last day, one of Governor Eric Greitens' final phone calls found Verdia Miller on the other end.
He said, "Verdia Miller?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I am the governor of the state of Missouri. I'm Eric Greitens, and why I'm calling you is I commuted your sentence today, and I've signed your papers. You will be able to go home to your family." And I said, "Oh my God, oh my God." I say, "Thank you, Governor. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus."
During her time behind bars, the world changed, and so did her life. When she went to prison, she had a daughter, a sister, and a second husband. When she left, they were gone. One of her first stops after leaving prison was the cemetery.
And I stood at each grave site. That was very hard because my daughters and my sister they stuck by me. I feel so all alone now.
She still thinks about the man who was murdered and the night she made a poor decision to jump into a car with the victim and a man named Eddie Jackson. Verdia was outside the car when the shooting started. She says she pled with Jackson to spare her life.
In my heart, that scene will stay with me forever, because I was screaming and I was begging for my life because he pointed the gun at me and he said, "I can't leave no witnesses."
But Verdia survived the night. She offered to keep quiet.
"I won't talk to the police. I won't tell nobody. I'll keep quiet."
Verdia holds herself accountable for associating with the wrong crowd.
I would say that I am so sorry that I jumped in the car, and that made me feel that I saw something that I should never have laid eyes on in my lifetime. And I would hate that if that was my child.
Not sure she would ever walk the streets again, Verdia is grateful for a once-in-a-lifetime second chance. She describes every free moment in one word.
It's beautiful.
And she has a message for anyone who's running with potential troublemakers. Guilt by association can lead to a life of harsh consequences.
Turn your life around before it's too late, before you end up like I was.
I tried reaching out to a member of the Smitty family, but I did not hear back. Although one of her daughters died, another daughter is still alive and living in Florida, and that's where Verdia plans to move. She wants to spend the rest of her life ministering to others in need and hopes others will get a chance at clemency. Chris Nagus, News 4.